So this is where we fundamentally have to come into the question of, can science, and when I say science, I typically tend to mean the scientific method, that particular approach, solve every problem? And I'm going to say no, because that's when you get philosophy and religion coming into things that can solve other problems that hard science can't solve. I mean, for God's sake, Chris, I can't even find what the perfect diet is for a human being to eat. It's like nobody can give me. I mean, you're going to get 27 different answers, right?
I don't agree with you 100%, but I also don't disagree with you all that
Yeah,
much. So
right.
I think that scientific method, logic, and reason can be used to solve any problem. The problem is it may require such an understanding of the constraints and variables that it's not feasible for a person, at least in the current world that we live in today, to
No,
be
very
able
well
to solve
defined.
it.
That I agree with that 100%, and that's what I
Right?
meant when I said that. But you're exactly right,
Yeah.
because ultimately I just go to the fact that, look, we're just not smart enough to
So
fully.
in theory, scientific method is foolproof. In practice, humans are not.
Yeah, we're just not smart enough. We have too
And,
many.
and we're the, and so scientific method is a tool. We are the tool user, and we're the ones who are flawed.
Yeah, I think so. I think I 100% agree with that, which leads me to another problem that I have, which is logic and critical thinking. And is logic the right tool? Is there inherent problems in logic? Is it not complete? Because I tend to put a lot of weight on, if I'm logical enough, I can pretty much solve any problem. And I mean, is how true is that, I guess?
Logic feels almost like a law of the universe,
It
almost,
feels like it. Yeah.
right? And so that's what we kind of default to, is that we kind of treat logic as like a law of gravity. Logic is somehow going to be true and
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
And the problem is it's constructed by humans, by the mind of a human.
Yeah.
Um, Generally, I side on yes, it is a law of the universe, but I'm not 100% behind that. I'm maybe 70% behind that. Um, I wonder if our logic is flawed in some way. Like it's like when you get to quantum mechanics versus Newtonian physics,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Newtonian physics breaks at a certain point where quantum mechanics comes into play.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe logic breaks at some point where something else comes into play.